cheer, stomp your feet, start clapping. NBC Sunday night about to happen. America's game, been waiting all day. Giants and the boys have come to play. Al, Chris, Michelle, they're turning it up. It's the NFL, can't get enough. We got a battle tonight, a winner take all, ain't nothing like Sunday night football. It's out of control. Get set, let's go. The clock's winding down. Let's rock and roll. Stand up and cheer, stomp your feet, start clapping. NBC Sunday night about to happen. The hits keep coming and the lights keep flashing. Come on, get ready for the action. Sunday night, Sunday night. Sunday night, Sunday night. Sunday night, Sunday night, Sunday night.
Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Ravens are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Bengals, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Defense showing blitz.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
And a good hit there and knocked down hard. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively, they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. looking to throw. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. On the run, it's Pumphrey. They find some open field here. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
On 2nd down, Webb. Underneath, this is Bernard. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go! 3-19!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
To throw on 2nd down, Webb. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. On 3rd down, Webb. Pretty move. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Webb now from the gun. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Eifert, the man in motion. Now a toss play to Bernard. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a 1st quarter lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. Now back to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, Three things can happen, and two of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Watch him now, Marty. All right, here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Operating from the gun, Webb. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Let's go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, Webb. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Bullock will put this one through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Back to throw. It's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On play action, they'll throw. Going up top. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Going. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
To throw again. Webb. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now.
Off play action, it's Webb. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
And the wideout in motion. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
All right, here we go.
And now here's a carry heading left. He finds an opening past the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A dump off for Dixon. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
He drops it off for Bernard. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. Now the Bengals on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Webb. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Sheldon Rankins with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
And he's going to get this one all the way up past the 20-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Back now here on EA Sports. Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hurry up, Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit near the 42. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And look out. A big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 4-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having earned much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jordan Willis in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
7 yards to go on second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
No, check. Patriot. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Baltimore first down. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. To return it is Corey Grant. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Green, 39.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. 23 yards on the play. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Punt.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So that one will be accepted. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Give them 27 yards that time. And that'll be good for Baltimore first.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Back to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Cincinnati, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.